Hi there Transformer fans, this is SkizmaFlap1313 bringing you another video review, and this time I've got for you the Transformers Prime Japanese figure, which is called AM-12 Breakdown. I was very excited when seeing this because it's a very interesting figure for possibly just one reason. This never came out via a Hasbro version. This was a Japanese version, which is rather interesting, and it came with these arms Microns, and that's the whole point of this. It's called AM-12, which is an AM-12 Voyager breakdown here. At least we got a Voyager and not a deluxe, because the same is not to be said about the Cyberverse version, which could have done being a Commander. Now this guy is awesome. I'll just move this off to the side. This guy is truly and utterly awesome. Now there are other details you can put on here via stickers. Now stickers are not my favourite way of putting decals on. I'd rather them either be, given to someone and they can paint them, which I've never done, but it sounds very interesting and looks very interesting, especially if you get the right person. You can see I put some stickers on the headlights. They're pretty easy, pretty small though. But as we go through this line, we'll be seeing a few more figures which actually suffer from a bit of lack of stickage to the stickers. So basically, the stickers I've put on the actual truck mode are the two Decepticon symbols on each side. I tried to get them as accurate as possible, and I think I've done a pretty good job. The headlights on there, and that's about it. I do think there might be some others, but I didn't want to put them on. I think there was some side sort of detailing along here. But he's a really interesting Voyager truck. Looks really awesome, especially compared to Bulkhead. But you can see all these little pegs dotted around him. There's actually tons. There's 3 on the roof, 1 there, 2 on the side here, 1 on the wheel, and then 2 on this side as well. So there's a pretty interesting load of different pegs which comes into effect with these things. As you can see, the little pegs are here and all that sort of stuff. But we'll put him off to the side again. So let's transform him. Let's not waste any time and get into the transformation of this awesome figure. So here we go. So first things first, come to the back and just give it a bit of a pull. Now there's 2 pieces here, 1 each side, and there's a peg which you'll probably be able to see just there. If I just come up a little bit closer, you should be able to see that peg there. That's where you want to aim for to get the best place. So just put that onto his back just for now. You do see that this collapses, but we don't want to do that as yet. So next thing is come to the side panels and just unclip them, and they do sort of detach pretty easily, and then just rotate them down. You can see what we're about to be making here. Do the same on the other side. Pop that off and rotate the legs down like that. Then what you want to do is just rotate this leg assembly here, and at the same time pull that panel that we just unpegged, and it just unclips there. And what you're aiming for again is you'll see a big peg here, and there's a hole there. That's what you're aiming for. You just want to rotate that, and that just completes the whole foot there, or at least the heel part. Rotate that. So, and this piece rotates on its own little hinge, and then you just find the piece, peg it in, and there you go. And again, you can see some of the decals here as well on the knees. I thought it could do with a bit more detail rather than being blue, and up here as well, because again, extra detail. So flip these toe pieces here, and that'll bring the heels as well. You don't have to fiddle with them or anything like that. And then what you can do is just rotate this whole point around and just leave it like that. So you can stand the whole thing up like that if you want to. Bringing the camera up slightly. Let's just lie him on the ground like that. Next thing you want to do is actually come to the windscreen and just give it a bit of a wiggle, and you'll see it detaches like that. Bring them out to the side and just let the hinge sort of rotate, and then if you want to just to increase the amount. Just rotate it like that out, and you should be able to get the whole thing out then. So just give it a pull, rotate it, and that is out like that. You see now everything is starting to sort of hinge, but you'll also see a certain person under here. So let's just rotate these down now. You want to sort of take them from being up here, rotate it down, and then rotate this down like that. Also at the same time rotating the windows into the hands, and you'll see the hands come out there. Come up to here and you'll see the bumper here. Basically just give this a bit of a wiggle and you'll see they're just detached from that peg. Same over this side, do that. And then pull that out on a massive ball joint onto the side. And at the same time these pieces move, so you can sort of move them out the way if you want to. Same on this side. You can see he becomes quite a bulky figure because of doing that, which is rather cool. Rotate this bit round like that, and then you've got the joint there. Rotate that there, and they do sort of clip in, so that's ideal. You sort of just move these as well. I just like to push them like that. Next thing I like to do is just pull these bits out. They will just stop, so just do that. Fold this piece in like that. Rotate the whole assembly down and just clip that in to there. You'll be able to see Breakdown's face. There we go, just standing him up. And then just come to the back and fold this into his back as much as you can. And there you go. This is Breakdown. And I tell you what, I don't think the I don't think this could have been beaten. This is very, very, very cool. I really like this mould. Yes, it's got a few bits of kibble, but this is almost bang on to what he looks like. I mean, if you look at the back, he's got the 3 wheels that he normally has in the programme. But it's just an amazing figure. I'm thankful that you don't have to put any stickers on this face, because it is awesome. And maybe we might even be getting a alternative head that you'll probably be able to pop this off and have the little mask, and possibly the whole version as well, which he lost his eye. But I really, really like this figure. I just think it's a fantastic figure. Looks amazing. I like how it just becomes from sort of a thin truck to quite a bulky, sort of big-handed figure. It's awesome. Now, just putting him off to the back for a second, let's just bring in this. Now, each of these little arms Microns, they all have names. Now, I can't actually remember, because they've all got weird names. They're like four-lettered names like Gola and and all that sort of stuff. But this guy did come with some stickers and all that sort of stuff. But what I like about these is that they all come disassembled, so you might be able to take the leg off and all that sort of stuff. The head wasn't on. This top and bottom piece was separate, and you had to put them together. And I think that is I enjoyed it myself. It was a very enjoyable thing, just to think, oh, you know, what goes next? Oh, this bit, and then you're like, oh, look, it moves. The leg moves and all that sort of stuff. But awesome. And I didn't actually end up putting hardly any details on. You can just see I've put the eye on there, the red shiny eye there. But the rest of this would have been blue. But I thought, well, in the actual program, this specific item isn't really blue. Now, looking at the shape of it, obviously it's like a rhino, and it can just, you know, stand there like that. Let's just push that down so you can see that. So you can just do that. But to make this this weapon, flick up all the feet, rotate the head inwards so it's sort of hidden inside, and then rotate this down, and you'll see it's Breakdown's hammer, and it is pretty cool. I really like this. And also you'll be able to see just in there's like a little plasticky thing, and inside there's actually a Decepticon symbol, which that is a sticker as well. But what's cool is that you can apply a lot of pressure onto this plastic piece to get it in, and then you've got a secure Decepticon symbol, which won't be coming out. So how do you put this thing onto Breakdown? Well, You can put like on the peg and all that sort of stuff. There's a peg up here, so if you peg it on the side, this is quite interesting. You can sort of have, it's not like bang on how it was, but if you peg it on the side, you'll see a sort of like cannon, but that's obviously not what it's for. There's plenty of pegs, you know, all around. You can have this thing there on the side. Not really able to, well, you could probably put it in his hand. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, you can put it in his hand. So we could have the handheld hammer, but obviously we don't want the handheld hammer. We want breakdown with the smash and hammer. So just rotate that back as if you're transforming it back, and then just peg the hammer into the hole, which that was in the roof before. So just peg that all the way in, and then you can sort of just have, if we just move his shoulder a little bit, you can have breakdown with his massive hammer, which looks awesome. And I'm really grateful that they did that instead of like adding something like one of the relics or something. You know, I think this is, you know, it's his signature weapon. We don't get the shoulder cannon, which is unfortunate, but maybe we might be getting an upgrade set soonish, because I have seen pictures for one in particular. You can hear the plastic sort of really trying to get out of there. There we go. But for me, I've got to have breakdown as he normally is. But you can have him in Rhino mode or hammer mode. It's entirely up to you. They do tend to just, you know, it's personal preference as to how you'd like the Rhino or the hammer in this case. But there he is, the little Rhino. But I think you've got to, you can't have breakdown without another person. Let's just bring him in, and this is from the actual released line. There's Knockout, but they look amazing together. I do wish Knockout was slightly different. I think his head could do with a little bit more detailing. But the whole point of the Arms Micron series was also to take these figures and add like extra ports onto the sides and put, you know, give you extra stickers to sort of do up the bits that weren't done. Like down here there was a ton of stuff that could have been applied, and on this area as well. And possibly up on the shoulder pads maybe. But you know, awesome to see these two together. And also just because I quite liked the episode with them in, I almost dropped him. But let's just bring in this guy as well. Dreadwing. I really like the episode when they were out together doing their thing, hunting for you-know-who, if you know. But there they are together. Look awesome. Obviously, Dreadwing is slightly taller. And he's even like slightly bent on his knee, so he's a little bit taller than him, but Breakdown is awesome. I really like this figure. But there we go. So that has been the review of Breakdown and the Rhino Arms Micron. So if you have enjoyed the review of this, then hit that subscribe button below, because I do have a few more Arms Microns coming. A few of the figures that I've had for quite some time, but we're definitely catching up now. But I like this guy. I like this guy a lot. Comment down below, do you have this guy? Would you like this guy if you haven't already got him? Would you have liked to actually seen a proper release? And also rate the video so I know you're enjoying the video series of the Arms Microns. So thank you very much guys for watching. I will see you next time. Thank you again, and goodbye.